In chapter 19, we're going to continue with the cardiovascular system, but now we're going to be focusing more on the blood vessels. So our circulatory system relies on these network of blood vessels, which really function as a closed loop delivery system that's going to begin and end at the heart. And the cardiovascular system does work in tandem with the lymphatic system to help circulate body fluids, maintain homeostasis, and support immune defense that we talked about in chapter 21. So blood vessels are going to be classified into three major types. We have our arteries, our capillaries, and our veins. And each of these are going to have distinct structural features and physiological roles. So our arteries, the true definition is being responsible for transporting blood away from the heart. If we're in systemic circulation, remember, they are going to be carrying oxygen-rich blood to the tissues. There are two important exceptions, and that would be our pulmonary circulation and the umbilical vesicles of the fetus, where this oxygenated pattern is reversed, and the arteries would be carrying low-level oxygenated blood. We also have our veins, whose true definition is that they are carrying blood back toward the heart. If we're in systemic circulation, they're going to be carrying oxygen-poor blood. And we have the same pulmonary and fetal exceptions applying here, where that oxygenated pattern is going to be reversed. Between our arteries and our veins, we have our capillaries, which really form an extensive network that allows these vessels to come in direct contact with tissue cells. And capillaries are going to be our true exchange sites where we're actually going to be delivering oxygen and nutrients to cells and removing waste products. So if we look at the structure of a blood vessel wall, we find that all vessels, except for our capillaries, are going to have three distinct layers. And these layers we refer to as tunics. And these layers are going to surround a central blood-containing space that's referred to as the lumen. So the innermost layers are tunica intima, and this is the one that's in direct contact with the blood. It's just composed of a really thin lining of simple squamous epithelium that we refer to as the endothelium. And this is also going to line the chambers of the heart as part of the endocardium. Really, the function of this layer is to provide a slick, friction-reducing surface to help with smooth blood flow and also to help prevent with clot formation. The next layer is going to be our tunica media. This is the thickest layer in arteries, and it's primarily composed of smooth muscle cells and elastic fibers. And this layer is going to be regulated by sympathetic vasomotor nerve fibers, which help control the diameter of the blood vessel. So either through vasoconstriction, where we're narrowing the lumen, or vasodilation, where we're widening the lumen. And this tunic plays a really critical role in helping regulate blood pressure and maintaining continuous blood flow, especially during fluctuations that are caused by our heartbeat and even just the simplest body movements. The outermost layer is going to be our tunica externa, and this provides structural support and protection for the vessel. It's mostly composed of just collagen fibers that help anchor the vessels to surrounding tissues. We also have some nerve fibers, lymphatic vessels, and in the case of larger blood vessels, a unique system of small blood vessels that we know as the vasa vasorum. And these tiny vessels are going to penetrate the tunica externa to help supply nutrients and oxygen to the outermost layers of the vessel wall itself. So this is kind of letting us know that even our blood vessels need their own blood supply. Okay, I also want to talk about a little bit more about the capillaries. Though they don't have all three tunics or layers, they really just consist of an endothelium and a delicate basal lamina. The thin wall of the capillaries is designed for its function, which is exchange of gases and nutrients and waste products between the blood and the surrounding tissues. So even though it's really simple, it's really essential that they have this wall structure in order for it to perform its role.